Everybody, we are back for Open Nitro Truggy here at the 2024 North Georgia Shootout. Mike Legu making the trip down from Michigan. On pole, Jeremy Talent, Maddy Long, Scott White, Tim Hobbs, your top five, Dustin McCutcheon, Lee Flowers, Alex Cummings, Chad Pergentis, Greg Smith, Len Stage, Grant Walker, Joker Snyder, Jacob Savage, and Hunter Faulkner. All right, guys, let's get ready. They're going to get ready to fuel them up and set them down. We're ready for down and quiet. Clean them out. Down and quiet. All righty, and they're off. Let's see what these intermediate Nitro Truggy guys can do. Ooh, we have some kerfuffle. We have a lot of kerfuffleage back there. We're going to rate that as a 4.5 out of 10. 4.5 out of 10. I have been told that a lot of guys are running intermediate for the NNRC Cup. So I've started something that I can't stop. But this isn't part of the NNRC Cup because this is Open Nitro Truggy. And out front is Mike Legu, Maddy Long, Scott White, Tim Hobbs, and Jeremy Talent. I am sorry, Dana, that Danny played an ad over your interview. I'm out there talking, and I didn't know that Danny was playing commercials. He doesn't tell me anything. Aston Webb, let's go. He's cheering on Jeremy Talent. TJ is also a ginger. He's definitely a ginger. Mike Legu out front representing Michigan. KB Racing, how you doing? Mike Legu in that green and yellow. I love his paint job. Jamaica colors right there. I know. He was telling me that in the pits. He left Techno, went to S-Works, and came back to Techno. So he loves his Techno cars. And making the trip down here for a bunch of guys from Michigan. Him, Mike Lopes, Matthias, and the Sandersons, and a couple other guys over there pitting in the Techno VIP pits. Thank you to Techno for all the support of the Elite RC Productions and providing those Techno pits. And there's Maddy Long in that cotton candy blue and pink with green wheels. Getting to watch Maddy race more and more over the last year. She's definitely improving. Lots of talent, lots of young talent here in the Southeast. And it's always good to see them putting on a show for us. And she's gotten very fast. She's got another Southeast racer right behind her, Jeremy Talent, who started in second. So it's Mike Legu. He was out to a 5.5 second over Maddy. We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds down, 27:40 left to go in this race. And right now, we've seen Jeremy Talent and Maddy race each other countless times over the last year in Truggy. They had an epic battle at Fall Brawl, if I recall, where even Jeremy just had to go give her a big hug. And that was good. The Tennessee crew out representing. Yes, sir, KB Racing. Got to get up to the Rock myself and check out some racing up there in Tennessee. But right now, we're watching this battle for second between Jeremy Talent using that blue and white HB. And we have the young Maddy Long, who's 13 herself. Absolutely loves doing interviews. She's so good at them. She's getting better at them each time. And definitely a family affair with her. Her mom isn't here this weekend, but I'm sure she's watching. If you're watching, Mrs. Milek, hello. We miss her at the track. Hope you're enjoying their coverage brought to you by Elite RC Productions. Mike Legu stretching that lead out to 6666. Woohoo. That's a number. All right, so Patrick is going to get the microphone. He's going to go down and do some roving pit reports in between mechanicking his car. He says, I got all 3 diffs done. I am pretty sure to go. Thank you, Patrick. Good to have Patrick back doing our pit interviews. We definitely like him. We get some information about everybody. He wants everybody to know he's running the associated car for the rest of the weekend. Maddy Long coming across the loop. That's going to be a 30.7 for her. Jeremy Talent having a long 33 laps. Scott White right behind him. Tim Hobbs from Tennessee as well. As we are racing here, this is your Open Nitro Truggy or Intermediate Nitro Truggy class. I see you, Mike Walker. Up there wrenching away. Trent and the guys having fun. We went out to dinner with them last night. Had a good time. We are watching Greg Smith and Scott White. That's Scott White, but that Greg Smith is on in the 14th. Scott White is the all black Mugen, purple, black and purple, with white wheels. He is currently scored in 4th. He is 1.9 seconds back of Jeremy Talent, though, so not too far back. Probably a little further than that. He's got to get through this myriad of lap traffic. There you go, Dana. That's the attitude to have. I blame Danny Paz for that one. Mike Legu, 6.5 seconds out. Let's find Legu on the track, Legu, and see what he's up to. He's down 5 minutes and 30 seconds. There's Legu making the trip down from Michigan. And Legu out front in some lap traffic. Ooh, that was a fast lap, a 28.8 from Legu, but we saw Alex Thomas third on the fastest lap in Truggy of a 27.4, 6 or something earlier on. Legu making quick work of that driver. Not sure who that was. Legu in that yellow and green Techno truck, white wing. 30.9. That lead now up to 8 seconds over Maddy Long. Her and Jeremy Talent still battling it out on the track. We got 6 minutes and 6:30 down. 23:30 left to go. Laughing at Dana's comments in the chat. Oh, he got sucked on. That pipe has caused that pipe right there, and another one on the track has caused a lot of problems and headaches for drivers today. And it just caused a little bit of headache for Legu, but he's composed himself. That was a 31.4. That gap between him and Maddy is now down to 5.8. So every little mistake that he makes, you can see Maddy just coming into the peripheral vision of the camera. So she isn't that far behind. There's Legu in. And there's Island on the pit. Single pit duties. Great pit by Island. Let's see. That is, I don't know who that is. There's Maddy in. Double pit, man, for her. All right, so let's see. Let's get back out on the track. There's some lady doing a pit for somebody down there. Legu in for pits. Maddy in for fuel. Let's see where it all cycles out when they come across the loop. Legu. Oh, that was a fast pit stop of 34.8. Well done by Island. Wow. That was a flaming pit stop right there. Let's see. Maddy at 35.6. That was fast too. Jeremy Talent hasn't come in for fuel yet. He will be shortly. Grant Walker currently in 4th. Tim Hobbs in 5th. Scott White. All these guys coming in for fuel, so they're going to cycle through. All right, so Patrick has some. All right, so Patrick's found somebody to talk to down there in pit lane. He'll let me know when he's ready. Mike Legu still out front. That's who we're following right now. All right, so I'll let you know here. We're about to have some pit reports coming up. And we are going to send it over to our pit reporter, Patrick Rossiter.
Alrighty, guys, we're kind of at the edge of the pit lane, but I'm down here with Island Sanderson, crew chief for Mike Legu. Oh, Mike sent a shout out to the Iceberg who couldn't make it, but what's Mike saying on the mic right now?
We're just trying to be out, trying to go as fast as we can. We have a good lead right now. Our first pit stop was really good. And we're just going to try to stay clean, no flame outs, no mistakes. We're just going to try to stay out front and the whole way.
Well, that's good. That's good. So, do you know what tire he went out on?
He's on green reflex right now. That's what he ran all practice, all qualifying. It's his comfort tires. So that's what we're out on. Try and make the whole 30-minute main.
Cool. Well, let's work it for him. I'm going to let you get back into position here, but good luck to you. That's Alan Sanderson, crew chief for Mike Legui, our current leader here in intermediate Nitro Truck.
All right, Alan, and what a great pit stop he did, because he got him out in 34 seconds. So a great stop by Island, representing the great state of Indiana. All right, Danny, let's find Maddy Long and Jeremy Talent, because they're still battling it out on the track. They just came across the loop. They're probably going out on the double there. There's Talent. There's Maddy Long. There's our battle for second. So this is the only really close battle on the track, and it's for second. Ooh, Talent getting it wrong, giving Maddy some breathing room. Now Legui checking out a little bit. He's now got an 11-second lead. We got Adrian Stratos cheering on Cheddar and Ela. That's Mike Legui, Cheddar. I was told to call him Sweater when he was on S-Works, but now it's back to Cheddar. Maddy Long in second, looking pretty dialed out there. We're going to get an interview for her when she gets her podium picture later on today, if she finishes with a podium. All right, so Patrick has another interview for us. Let's send it over to our roving pit reporter.
All righty, guys. So I was able to get some notes from Maddy's crew chief, also her stepfather, Rusty Mihelich. He said that she's trying to stay in front of Jeremy Talent. Jeremy's a little bit faster than she is, but she's having a lot better luck with traffic. But Jeremy is now right behind her. That is the battle for second. But Rusty says she's just trying to keep it in the line and do her own thing, and always get ready for those yes or no questions when Keenan's on the mic. So we'll keep an eye on Maddy and Jeremy as they battle for second and third here in intermediate Nitro Truck.
That's right. She thinks she's going to escape my interview this week. She is badly mistaken. But yes, gotten to know Maddy over the last year, and her family, and very awesome family. They put a lot of work, like a lot of these people do, with the young racers here in the Southeast. So we'll go, if she makes the podium, we'll go interview everybody on the podium later. We're going to interview our winners after the winner, but when we start doing the podiums, we're going to go over there and have a chat with them. And Address Strasto says, I raced with both of them. Good stuff. He says, well, I'm close at the start. All right, so Maddy Long coming by. Jeremy Talent. Now, where's Talent? He had a long lap. Long lap for Talent. And now he's going to drop back to 5.4 seconds back. Followed by him is Scott White, Tim Hobbs in 5th, Grant Walker in 6th, Lee Flowers 7th, Dustin McCutcheon in 8th, Chad Pergantis 9th, Joker Snyder 10th, Jacob Savage 11th, Len Stage 12th, Greg Smith 13th, Hunter Faulkner 14th, and Alex Cummings in 15th.
You're halfway there, racers. 13:30 down. 16:30 to go. Only about 5 minutes. Yeah. All right, 14 minutes down, 16 minutes left to go. Mike Legui right now with a 13-second lead upon Maddy Long. Jeremy Talent working at number 3 spot. Scott White into 4. Hobbs 5. Lee Flowers right now 4.1 seconds back at that 5 spot.
All right, so Talent got in some lap traffic earlier, and that cost him, but he's back up there battling, and lap traffic has been the story of the week as racers are racing their races, and the traffic is coming by them. You know, with this track with low 28 seconds, you're going to see a lot of lap traffic anyway. because of the smaller track. But lots of time. We're almost halfway through this race. 14:30 down, 14:40 down, 15:20 left to go. You are watching the 2024 North Georgia Shootout. I am Left to the Great of the No Name RC podcast. And we are the Jeremy Talent having another accident. That's not how he's going to win this race. So, Mike Legu, 14.7 seconds out front of Maddy Long, followed by Jeremy Talent, Scott White, Tim Hobbs, Grant Walker, Lee Farwers, Dustin McCutcheon,
right now leading the way. Maddy Long in that number 2 spot.
Mike Legu still out front. We are currently following David Talent in for fuel. And quite a long pit stop for him, but making sure he gets all full. All right, we are ready for a pit review from Patrick Rossiter.
Alrighty, guys, so we're not only talking about the guys up front, we're just talking about the guys in the race. I'm here with the crew chief for Hunter Faulkner. I've never seen someone manhandle a body like that. Apparently, what happened? The fuel tab got stuck, or what happened?
It's just a brand new body. He had to get some painted before we got here, and I guess we didn't cut it out big enough, and the cap to your fuel tank got stuck, and I got aggravated. And
So no matter what, it's Hunter's fault, right?
always.
Hunter's Faulkner, yeah. Well, you're doing a great job, so keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, that's crew chief for Hunter Faulkner. She's getting it done down here with all the other men. So let's get back to you.
All right, she said she got aggravated and just ripped that thing out. Where's Jeremy Talent. David Talent is his father, who's also racing her this weekend. But nobody got nothing for Legu. He's 22 seconds up on Maddy Long. Maddy Long got a 9.3 second lead over Jeremy Talent. Tim Hobbs in 4th. Scott White in 5th, so that's your top 5. Lee Fowler's 10 seconds back of Scott White. And there's Legu. Cheddar. And up over that plateau double he goes. Just bouncing it up there. Perfect. And he keeps it very close to the pipe. And down pretty much all the way down the inside of that track of the straightaway, avoiding all those bumps. He's able to put that techno truck wherever he wants. I want to shout out to all the Michigan guys and Indiana guys that made the trip down here to race with us in the Southeast. We love it when they come down. Hopefully we'll see more of them coming down here for the upcoming races. Coming to hang out. And always good to see as this race steadily grows into one of the races that we're seeing a lot of people from out of the region coming to race too. So that's always good. Mike Legu, a.k.a. Cheddar. Thank you all for hanging out with us in the chat too. We greatly appreciate the support and the conversation. We got 188 people watching and only 35 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get us up to 100 likes. Please. It's pretty easy. It doesn't cost anything either. So 57 likes. Let's get 100 likes today or more. We got 188 people watching. Let's get 188 likes. Bauman, you still in there, Bauman? I am going to have to take a... All right, so Patrick says he has another interview off to the side. He has a side interview. And let's go. Dana says, I'll always be here. He's here physically as well as online. All right, let's send it over to Patrick.
Alrighty, guys, so I just had a quick chat with Charlie Lay. He's the crew chief for Jeremy Talent. He said Jeremy's not really saying much on the mic, but basically to sum it up, he's going full send in moderation. So that's what Jeremy's doing. If you guys pay close attention, if you look at Jeremy's engine, I believe that is an old orange GRP nitro motor engine in that truck. And it's still screaming, 15, 20 years later. And also on a side note, his dad, Davey Talent, was running the original OS V-Spec in one of his vehicles. So showing strong with the classics here 15, 20 years later. I'm sure Keenan will appreciate that. But anyway, Jeremy is holding strong in third. Just going full send, all in moderation here.
All right, thank you, Patrick. A GRP engine. It's been a long time since I've seen one of them, or a V-Spec. Next thing you know, you're going to tell me that someone's out here running an RBW72 or something like that. With I can't remember what the pipe combination was. Hobbs is currently down in 7th. He is quite far away from 3rd. And Jeremy Talent is sending it with responsibility out there. William Hobbs says, hello from Indiana. Yeah, we got, I believe Island is pitting for Mike Legu. He's from Indiana. So, well, there's Maddy Long, who has stretched out her lead to 4.2 seconds. It's not that much of a lead, but she's making her way through this traffic very good. Got both her stepdad and her dad coaching her. And she's doing a great job out there. This young lady is an exceptional driver. She's got some talent, along with a lot of the young talents in her. Yeah, he did have a flame out, it looks like. I see he has a 1 minute and 7 second lap there, Nolan. So he did have a flame out at some point off camera. Unfortunate for Tim Hobbs, who had a beautiful pit bull here last time I was here. All right, so Legui currently out front with a 28-second lead over Maddy Long. We're going to stay on Maddy Long because this is the closest battle on the track we have. Actually, Jeremy Talent is 8 seconds back, so it's not that close. Scott White and Lee Flowers are 2.4 seconds back from each other. In 4th, 3rd, that's the battle for 4th. What's up, Basement? Basement says he put front springs on his rear shocks. Breaking concentration. Hello, Jimmy Martley. Thank you for tuning in. Tuning in from Kansas City. And Richard Dean, are you wrenching on? What are you wrenching on, David? Is it fixing or changing setup? David's always wrenching. Always wrenching. He wrenches and listens to the podcast. Maddy in for her last pit stop. Here's her stepdad and her dad. That was a good pit stop. Let's see what that is when she comes out. That should have been a good pit stop. Depends on her pit out lap. But she's looking pretty in tune out there. And this young lady is very impressive. A lot of impressive young racers here, and she's one of them. And watched her do battle many times over the last year since I first came out here in last April. And Lance McDonald brought me out for the Mills Pond race a year ago. There's Scott White in for fuel. There's the True Source guys getting him. TJ and Danny Chavez. He's in 4th. So that GRP running very good. And we are currently following Maddy Long. Absolutely, William Hobbs. You need to come down to this race. They have 16 short course trucks up next. So come on down with the Michigan and Indiana guys. So come have fun. Hello, Stacy. We miss you here. She's in the chat. There's Davey. I keep calling him Davey. Jeremy Talent. You know, my mom was named me Jeremy as well. She told me. Yep, that's what I would have been named. But she chose some obscure Keenan White. Georgia Peach State Classic in September, William. Put it on your list. You'll be at the same event. And same venue, and it's a good race. Maddy coming by. 48th lap for her. That was a 30.4. She's got a 9.6 second. There's actually Mike Legu. He's got a lap up on her. So Mike Legu putting the entire field on a lap. So what Maddy want to do is just tag on to Legu and learn from him. Legu, a veteran racer from Michigan, coming on here to the Southeast to race with the Southeast guys. We see a lot of those guys from up in that area. We saw Chuck Berg and all those guys come down here for the Georgia Peach State Classic. They were on the cusp of coming on here this weekend, but decided not to. Shout out to No Pro RC and Chuck Berg and all them guys. Hope to see you guys here soon. I know Chuck is all about them NNRC Cup points. So is Mike Legu. So NNRC Cup points up for for intermediate nitro buggy for him. Okay, William Hobbs says short course still runs big here in the Midwest. Awesome. I want to get me I tell you what, man, I think I want to get me a short course truck to have fun with I got a Slash Platinum. I gave that to my daughter. So I might get a techno truck to go have fun, give one to my son. We'll see. Hey, what's up, Dustin Hewlett? He says, I wanted to make this race, but I'm busy with my daughter this weekend. Hey, got to put in that daddy time. I miss my daughter as well. So I'm definitely going to make it down for the Peach State race in September. Awesome, man. I'll be here. I'm coming right from Spain over to her for that race, actually. So that should be good. I'll be in Spain for the Worlds and then coming over here for that for Peach State Classic. Max and I are going to do some NNRC content, and I think I'll be commentating with the RC Racing TV crew, like I did in 2022. Looking forward to that. Maddy up and over that rolling double. 3 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in this race. Yeah, David and I were in Portugal together. It was a blast. He drove his car in a lot of rain. Everybody did. It rained like crazy. The rain followed me. Followed me from Florida to Portugal to back home to the Dominican Republic. But you know what? I'm surprised it hasn't rained up here. It did sprinkle a little bit. Max is coming with me to the Worlds. He's going to be geeking out doing interviews and stuff. And we're going out to the Worlds in September. If I don't kick him off the podcast between now and then, because we're still arguing after show 281. Yeah, Max is my boy. We're good. He does his job good. Triggers people. All right, Legu now put a lap on the entire field representing Michigan and Techno. He is good to go to the end of this race. Absolutely dominating this race. From the very start, bringing to Peach State, I don't think he could get time off work. I had to push him to get time off of work for that race. We're going to be in Spain for a week. He needs to come back over here to the USA and do some racing and do some clinics and stuff like that. I know Lance has talked about maybe bringing him over for a FRCC race. We'll see if it happens. I think Lance would end up burying him in the Everglades somewhere. We're like, hey, Max. Hey, Max, that looks like an alligator down there. Oh, really? Is that an alligator? Boom. And next you know, Max is in the water. No, I'm sure he has expressed some interest in maybe bringing him and JQ over for a invisible speed clinic. Max definitely knows his stuff when it comes to setup. So does JQ. But we are on with our leader, Mike Legu, a.k.a. Cheddar. Representing the Michigan guys, coming on here and racing with us. We greatly appreciate that. And this track is starting to get grooved right up. These long mains. It's just amazing how tracks get, like, how they get so developed over the day, like, especially over mains day, because it's so many cars running laps on them. 1 minute to go. Legu led this from start. Will he lead it at the finish? He's got 2 more laps to go. A 28.5. He's still throwing on hot laps. He's got a hot lap of a 28.3. And he's absolutely flying, looking very dialed in. as he goes. I'm going to do our interview after this, and I'm going to put the mic on for... Absolutely, David. JQ trained him well. Legu on his victory lap, because he will be caught at the loop. Maddy Long got a 16-second lead up on David Talent. So if it finishes like this, it's going to be Mike Legu, who's led this from lights to flags. And well done, Mike Legu taking this one from Michigan. Well done, Cheddar. Congratulations, your 2024 Open Nitro Truggy champion, Mike Legu. Maddy Long in second, Jeremy Talent in third, Scott White fourth, Lee Flowers fifth, Dustin McCutcheon sixth, Joker Snyder in seventh, Jacob Savage 8th, Chad Brigantis 9th, Tim Hobbs 10th, Grant Walker 11th, Len Sage 12th, Greg Smith 13th, Hunter Faulkner 14th, and Alex Cummins in 15th. Let's go have a word with Mike Legu. I'll be right back with our interview with our winner.